Hello and welcome back to IcePunch. Today is our first video with real voice and as well our first exposed video. Today we are exposing VPNs or long virtual private networks. Because they're kind of in hype currently and this is not good because VPNs are shit. Like really shit. Today, I will show you why. I will go into a bit of technical details, but not too much, so everyone can understand it. And I'll just say, hey, if you intend to buy a VPN, well, then you should overthink your decision again. Now, before we begin, I'd like to say, we almost reached 30 subscribers, and it would be great if we could reach that mark, because we'll do a special there, and we're really happy and looking forward to that number. So if you want to support our channel, if you want to support us, well, then we would be really happy about a like. So now don't waste any more time and get right into the video. So first, let's clarify what is a VPN. So VPN, or a long virtual private network, is something that connects for you to the internet. So it's not like you connect to the internet directly, it's something that connects over your connection to the internet. Let's visualize that. I've made a little sketch. So at the left side you see yourself with your computer trying to connect to the internet. On the upper side we see the VPN provider, and on the right side we have the internet you want to connect to. Now, in normal cases, you'd always go the straight way. You'd always connect to the internet immediately. But with a VPN provider, you will first connect to the VPN, and the VPN will connect to the internet for you. Now, why is that? Well, it has some good benefits. First of all, the internet or the website you're connecting to cannot see your IP address. This IP address is a short string of text which represents your computer on the internet. So it's kind of a driving ticket. So in total, they make your internet a bit safer, but these are not always benefits, so we'll look at them now. First of all, I'd like to talk about attackers and hackers and all of these bad people trying to compromise your internet accounts. So we see the graph has changed a bit. Now we have an attacker down here. So what do we indicate here? Well, when connecting over a VPN to the internet, it's layering an encryption around your connection, meaning it is really hard for attackers to see what you're transmitting, and they cannot compromise your connection or accounts. So that sounds great, probably, but why do I say probably? Well, that's because when we just forget about the VPN provider, well, then you see we have still this green encryption layer around our connection. This is because many internet connections are encrypted today. If an attacker tries to read the data you transmit, he'll fail probably as well. And why do I say probably again? Well, because he might not fail, but this is a really low chance of that happening. Because many connections in the internet are encrypted today with HTTPS. You probably already saw that in web addresses and links, etc. So what that does is it encrypts your data transfer securely, so the attackers cannot read what you're transmitting. So that's great, but now let's go into a bit more detail, because we lost one thing. We lost the internet service provider. This is the provider who provides you with your internet connection. You'll probably know one, as example, AT&T is an internet service provider, short ISP. Because your traffic first flows over their connections. That's logic, right? And they might be able to see which websites you're opening. But they cannot see anymore because, again, it's encrypted via HTTPS. So that doesn't matter much. So they can only see which websites you're opening and a few headers of metadata, what you're transmitting, but that isn't too bad at all. Because now a VPN doesn't really make this better. Because if you build in a VPN into your connection, well, then the internet service provider won't be able to see which data you're transmitting or which addresses you're opening as well, but the VPN provider is able to. They are able to see which websites you're opening. And now you gotta ask yourself the question, who do you trust more? Your internet service provider you get your internet connection every day from, like AT&T, or a VPN provider like Hide My Ass. And yes, that's really a name of a VPN provider. Don't ask me why. Now there's another factor that makes VPNs appealing to customers. Geolocation changing. Now what does that mean? Well, many websites like Netflix or Amazon are blocking content in specific countries, meaning you probably like to use a VPN to change your virtual connection to access movies in another country, like in America. Now, that seems to be quite cool, but there is a big, and when I say big, I mean really big catch with this. How shall I tell you? VPNs are being blocked aggressively by Netflix and Amazon, meaning why would you like to use one if you don't have any benefits from it? Because before you used the VPN, you were able to use these services. Now, because you use a VPN, Amazon and Netflix are really blocking you for that. So you really should overthink your buying decision. So all in all, we learned today that VPNs are often not as good as you might think, and you should definitely not buy one. And if you already have one, well, then you should consider canceling your subscription. So I really thank you for watching our video today. Please give us feedback. How did you like the voice? How did you like the real speech? And would you like to see more exposed videos? Because these are quite interesting and fun to make. So let's just talk about that in the comments. And I really thank you for your attention and time today. See you the next time.